What was your first thoughts when I wanted to drop out of college?
Very bad.
Welcome to the interview.
Thank you.
For those of you watching, this is obviously my mom. You guys have seen like pictures and stuff, but we're having a conversation today. And the reason for that is because I thought it would be interesting for a creative to have a conversation with their mom or their parent and just to gauge how much they know about what it is they're doing, right? So that's the whole point of this.
Sure.
We talked about this before, obviously, so I'm gonna have a list of questions to ask you. And the main point of this, right, is to not sugarcoat anything, right? So pretend the camera's not there and then just say like how you feel genuinely, you know what I mean? Like don't like, it doesn't matter, we're not, you know, you're not gonna hurt my feelings or anything, right?
You sure?
Yeah. So, okay, it's not gonna be too long, but the first question, I'm just gonna go from question to question, right? Are you nervous?
Yes.
No, but it's chill, no one's gonna watch this. Okay, so the first is, the main question, what do you think, very general question, but what do you think that I do for a living?
You work and you do the music and you do Twitter spaces. So for living, of course, you work.
But what does that like, what does work mean? You know what I mean? Like just think about like my career stuff, you know what I mean? Not the marketing stuff.
Okay, so you perform, you go and do the concerts and all that, and then you make music, and you do NFT of your music.
Yeah.
So
I do that.
yeah.
Okay, nice. That's all. That's what you. So if someone asked you what does your son do for a living, that's what you would basically explain.
Yeah.
And then would you bring up the marketing stuff too? Like you would
Of course,
say?
yeah, because you do everything from the
Yeah.
beginning to end, from making music to performing and everything from, you know,
Yeah.
starting to end.
Everything. Yeah. Okay. No, that's a pretty good response. You know. What was your first thoughts when I wanted to drop out of college?
Very bad. And you know, we talked about it and we fight and everything, and then I gave up and I said, okay, I'll give you some time. I'll give you, say, like 6 months this summer.
Yeah, I remember.
And see if you can survive or you can make certain amount of money.
A certain amount of money, right?
Yes. And
what I do?
You did it.
No, I'm just saying.
You did it. So then onwards, I didn't say anything. I said, okay, he can survive, and you know.
Do you remember, like, because I don't remember. Do you remember when I first came to you saying that I wanted to drop out, like
what time or like when?
Yeah, like what situation was that? I don't remember. Like because like in my head, it's like it was like a gradual thing. Like I've kind of wanted to, then I kind of wanted to, then I wanted to, then I wanted to, and I kept saying it, and then I just pulled the plug. You know what I mean?
Right. So I think that in a second year, beginning of the second year of college, you just said, and we've been like pushing and pushing that, you know, you should study and this and that, and then finally,
And I was saying it was a waste of time.
I think in a spring, like, you know, spring, that we said, okay, we'll give you a summer and see if you can survive. Yeah.
But then after that, like I took like the semester off, and then I just never kind of went
got
back.
into it, right?
You know?
Yes.
But then I guess you know, it just whatever happened from there, and now I'm here, and then everything's beautiful now.
It is beautiful, yeah.
So okay.
And I'm proud of you.
Thank you, thank you. Why do you think because I was doing a lot of things before. I was doing a lot of things before music, right? Like what a lot of people don't know, I was doing like football, and I was doing all the sports stuff, right?
Right.
Why do you think I chose music?
Because you liked the music before too. Like you learned the Indian music for I think a year or so, and then you performed in a school, and I think almost every year you were performing.
I did actually. That was in middle school. I
middle
think.
school
I
and high school.
Yeah. I did the talent show in middle school.
Right. So you know you loved music when you were little and onwards, and then you really, really wanted to get into it. So you said, no, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, I completely forgot about the middle school talent show that I did. That was actually pretty cool. Dang, I had something else I wanted to say, but I completely forgot. Oh yeah, I used to do Indian singing classes.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I used to do Indian singing classes, and I hated it.
I know.
I actually never told you that this, but I kind of want to do it again because in hindsight, I realized how valuable it was, and I really want to do it again. But back then, I didn't understand like the idea of like improving skills and stuff like that, and like I kind of miss it. But back then, I hated it because I hate like learning about what I like to do. But yeah, I was doing the singing classes because you guys put me in that. The talent show and all that, and then yeah, music just became the thing. So I was asking you this before we started to hit record, but what genre of music do you think that I make? Because you heard about some of my songs, obviously,
Of
right?
course,
So what genre do you think it is?
So yours is not like rap music, and it's not so. It's like for general people that you like. I don't know what to say. Like, you know, it's not a rap, but
Facts.
it's I don't know what do you call.
It's just like it's like, so you were saying before it's like Justin Bieber.
Kind of, yeah.
But then you also know I like Travis Scott.
That's true.
So it's like a mixture of them.
Right.
It's a hard question. I don't know, because people ask me this question, I don't know how to answer it. You know what I mean? So it's like an impossible question. I would say like hip hop, rap, but like also
I would go hip
pop and
hop
R&B,
and pop. Yeah,
like pop and R&B, like singing,
R&B.
like you know what I mean? It's not like
that's what I was
rap.
looking for the word pop and R&B,
Yeah, pop. Okay, a couple more questions. You know what I mean? What do you? So you mentioned what I do for a living and stuff. I do live streams, aka like Twitter Spaces, where I have like every single week we have these conversations with my community and stuff like that. What do you think I do on these Twitter Spaces? Because back then you were saying like I spend so much time on these spaces. Why am I talking to people all day? Like what do you think I do? Like what do you think I talk about on these spaces? You know what I mean?
That's the thing, that I didn't know what you talked about it, and that's why I said, why are you spending so much time on a Twitter space? So, and I did go in one or two your spaces.
Oh, you hopped
remember in console or
in console,
so I got into it, and then you were talking to people and they were questioning you about your music and general things and all that, and I listened to it. It was fun to hear.
Yeah, I think the spaces, right, like that's how I've built like my entire community. Like everyone like who's probably gonna watch this, if people do watch it, and like all the other things that I put out, like that's all because of the live streams that I do, the Twitter spaces that I do, like the live streams on Twitter. And like that's how I've built it and stuff, right? So yeah, it's pretty cool, and I still love to do it. This is gonna be a little difficult question, but what is Web3 to you? What do you think Web3 blockchain is?
I know. I always ask you what it is, like, because it doesn't get into my mind what exactly you are doing. What is Web3? And I do ask like other people, but they don't have much of the idea. You ask people at your work and stuff? Of course.
Oh, okay.
So, but they don't have much of the idea because they are not computer savvy and all that. So they don't know much about it. So, and same with me. I don't know much about it.
What about like NFTs? What's your thoughts on, what do you think I do with NFTs?
In a sense that you told me that you make a music and you make NFT from it, but I don't know exactly what NFT is. It's a chain that they sell it and something.
Yeah. You said chain, which,
yeah.
Go ahead, what are you saying?
No, that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
so it's completely new for me.
It's new,
so,
yeah. I mean, it's new for like everyone, you know what I mean?
Right.
Even like I don't know half the things that are going on there, but like I make my music, and then like I have my ravers, and then they're my NFTs of my songs.
And you always explain me, and try to tell me what it is.
And you own one.
Yeah, I own one.
You own one, yeah. So she has a raver, which is super dope.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool, because I think it's important, because I don't know, I think the way we make people learn about Web3 and NFTs is by asking like just normal people, you know what I mean? So it's interesting to hear what you think. What do you think the underground Violet Rave is? when you hear underground violet rave? Like, what do you think that is? Or do you not know?
I think it's just one of the group that perform. and they give a, like a name to it. That it's a, I have no idea. I thought that you made that.
I did.
Name. And
I did make it. That's so that's my. Well, that's like our community that we've created. Like we started it. This is annoying. We started it as like our raves, but like that's our like community.
So is it you that started it, or it's already there, and like everybody does that under Rave, or?
I wouldn't say like it's like a community of people. You know what I mean? Kind of like you go to like Navratri, right? Which for those of you who don't know, it's like an Indian association, like a group of. It's like a community, right? People come together and stuff. It's like.
So kind of like association, like how we have small
and then people come to and people gather every year and stuff, and like similar interests and stuff. So like that's what the underground violet rave.
So this is about the music.
It's about music. It's about like new technology, like Web3 and blockchain and stuff, and then it's about just like liking the art and then being underground. What that means is like you're against all odds. Like there's like higher powers that have all the interest in favor of them, but like we come together as a people. And we really drive things together.
Okay.
And that's like we do the raves and stuff to show that like we could do these raves by ourselves. We don't need like a bunch of money or all these things, right? So it's like a community. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you came to one of the underground violet raves.
Right.
So you came, UVR is the short form. So you came to the one in Miami, which was our 4th one that we ever threw. And you came along with like your sisters, my aunts obviously, and my cousins and stuff. What was your thoughts of, because you coming to the rave that we threw in Miami was your first time experiencing like the actual people that I've been building with and I've built the community with for all these years or months and stuff. So what was your like initial thoughts? Like what was your expectations and what was your thoughts when you came to the rave?
Actually, like, I have been gone through the clubs and all that. So I thought that it would be like club kind of environment.
Yeah.
But since this is new generation, it was a little bit different. But I really loved it because people were just not, listening to music. They were talking, and there were different the singers were singing. And it was very nice environment.
It was vibes. Everyone was nice.
The vibes were good.
It wasn't like no one was mean or anything, right? Like everyone's chill.
But in any club or anywhere you go, usually people are nice. So
but I don't like clubs. Like I think I told you this too. Like I don't like going to like clubs. Like even in New York and stuff, my friends go. Like I don't like going to clubs.
So what is the difference between clubs and underground rave?
It's like a club is like specifically for like I don't know. It's just the feeling when you go to a club. Like you can't talk to people. Everyone's in their groups and stuff, and it feels weird. You know what I mean? But like for our raves that we throw, it's more of like a curation that we're doing. Meaning like. It's just very welcoming. So when you come to Underground Violet Rave, you feel like you can talk to anyone and everyone's willing to talk to everyone. And I think that's because of like just how we've built the community from the beginning. Like the reason we've done these Twitter spaces so much is so people know what to expect when they come to in real life. I feel like clubs are just really like I don't know, everyone's like acting mysterious. I don't know, everyone's trying to like be in their own cool stuff. Like I don't know,
I think that the club is like more like, people are like loud and
obnoxious. I can't say that word.
Obnoxious.
Obnoxious. There we go.
And this one was kind of like, calm down, but the music was nice and all that. And especially the singers were like new in this environment. So, it was nice. It was nice to hear some of the singers. Yeah.
Okay, dope. Okay, so I have a new song out called OnlyFans. I don't know if you heard it.
I did.
Oh, you did hear it?
Yes.
I was gonna make you react to it, but I don't know if I should do it now because you already heard it. You know what I mean? Can you name one of my songs other than OnlyFans?
Mystic Girls. What else?
Okay.
I have.
You know the tune. You know what I'm saying?
Oh gosh.
It's a hard question, I know.
Yeah.
I can't name my own song. So. The Stern Mystic is what you're thinking about.
Which one?
The Stern Mystic. Mystic girls. There's like Galactic girls.
Something with mystic.
Something with mystic.
Yeah, and
Same.
something with a girl.
Something with a girl. Potato, like all the songs. You know what I'm saying? So, other than that, those are all my questions. Do you have any questions for me? Or no? Before we wrap this up.
So, what did you... I have lots of questions to ask.
So before we started this interview, she thought she was asking me the questions, but I said I was going to ask her the questions. And okay, so yeah, okay, questions. I know you have to go, but yeah.
Yeah. No, don't worry about it. Now.
Okay.
So, how do you feel from, like, what do you see improving wise from the beginning to now?
I was just talking about this with my community before this, but I used to think that when things are not working out for me, right, when I'm not reaching certain goals, when my music hasn't gotten 1 million streams, or when I haven't making a certain amount of money a month, that I'm failing and that I basically wasted a lot of time in my life. And what I'm now realizing, and this is literally within the last couple of weeks, is that it's not about you reaching the goals, but it's about you doing the things that are going to get you the skills. And you're either progressing your goals or you're progressing yourself. And a lot of the times when I'm not moving forward in my goals, I think it's a waste of time, but it's not, because I'm actually progressing myself, if that makes sense. You know, like, I'm doing these things and yes, I'm failing, but like, I'm learning so much from them. Like when I did my Raver sale for my collectibles, right? Like they were not, a lot of them weren't selling and stuff like that. And I was really beating myself up. Like you obviously know, like, why is it not working? But, and I thought a lot of it, like, maybe I wasted time by not doing the right things, but I've learned so much from that it's like, now the next time I want to do something similar, even if it has nothing to do with this stuff right now, I can do it way easier. And like, I could be a lot more successful because I took the skills that I've learned. So I think it's weird, like, because obviously right now I haven't blown up in music right now. You know what I'm saying? But I think next time that I try to do something, that it'll really take off, because like I've acquired the skills. You know what I mean? And I think life, like, for me, is just about building skills right now. And I don't know if that answers the question. And
you're always ready to accept challenges.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah. I would love for you to. I'd love for you to ask more questions, but time's up because the memory's about to die of the camera. You know what I'm saying? I know you have to go.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure.
You know what I'm saying? Much love to everyone that's watching. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate Josh for shooting this. And until next time, we'll probably do this again. If you guys like it, let me know. Bet.
Thank you.
Cool. All right, bet. Nice.
Nice.